And they did because Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord. He's the one you can't ignore. Jesus, He is the King. He is the King. He commanded the wind and waves, hey, be still, be still. And they did, and they did, and they did, because Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord. He's the one you can't ignore. Jesus, He is the King. He is the King. Alright, my favorite verse is the last verse because of what it means for everyone who trusts Jesus. They can have life with Him forever. He promised that 3 days after death He'd rise again. And He did. And He did. He really did. And He did. Because Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord. He's the one you can't ignore. Jesus, He is the King. He is the King. He is the King. That's fantastic news, isn't it? Well, everyone, I've been teaching scripture for 17 years, and I love to sing this song because kids love to learn this song. In fact, I had one student growing up at one school who loved this song so much that when she started getting guitar lessons, she said, "Oh, can I please learn how to play Jesus is the King?" She doesn't even go to church. She doesn't come from a Christian family. How cool is that? This is the most requested song out of any songs that we ever sing during scripture time. And so I'm really excited to show it to you. Okay? So what you do is basically alternate between a G chord and a pretty sounding C chord. They're both very pretty because I'm leaving this finger right here on this D note, which is the 3rd fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. And I'm putting my pinky right here on this G note. So you hear this D and this G all the way through both chords. And all you have to do is move these 2 fingers. Keep these here, and move these down a string, and then back up. So you have a G. Jesus is the, move it down, King, move back up. Ruler over everything with his hand. You could just do simple strumming if you want, or you could do what I was doing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just the same all the way through. Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised by the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord. He's the one you can't ignore. Now, did you notice I changed my strumming a little bit so that I was changing on the up strum? Listen to that. Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Just try it. Just try lots of different ways to play it. You can't get it wrong. Kids really love this song. If you get into it, they'll get into it. Okay, we're coming up to another chord, which is the D chord. And it's like an upside down triangle. Can you have an upside down triangle? I don't know. I like to describe it like that. You put your first finger there on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. You put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string right there from the bottom. And you put your 3rd finger, your ring finger, on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. You have a D. Now, you don't want to play this lowest note here because it's not part of a D chord normally. So try not to hit it. Or, to fix that problem, because you want to strum, uh-oh, it's in there, wrap your thumb around and just touch the string so it doesn't make a sound. Does that make sense? Okay. Or, if you're extra daring and you have long, dexterous thumbs, wrap it around a bit more and you can have this note here, which is an F sharp, and this note down here, which happens to be the same note, just 2 octaves lower, another F sharp. There you go. So, we've gotten to Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord. He's the one you can't ignore. Coming up to the clapping bit, you play the D. Jesus. And you clap. And you're going to play a C chord. A different one to this one we were doing. He is the King. Now let me show you that again. Here's the Jesus with the D. And here's the C chord. You're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the second string. And you're going to put your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom. Then you're going to put your third finger right there on the third fret of the fifth string. Okay? So, that's a C chord. Now once again, you can have that note in the bottom, but you might not want to hear that. So, you could wrap your thumb around and deaden it, or you could just move this finger up just a little bit and touch it. You don't hear it. Or if you're extra dexterous and daring, you can try to cover both of them, which is crazy. Big fat chord. Don't worry about that at first. Just try playing the C like that. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. We've got this part. It's beautiful. It's back and forth. He is the King. He is the King. Alright. So that's the chorus. Have a go at that.